What's up, everybody? Welcome back to T Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Now, before we hop into the video, we're actually explaining what's going on today. Now on Facebook, there is a group called PTCGO Tournament Series where you obviously play in a tournament of Pokemon trading card game online. And what we're going to see us play throughout the year. We're going to try to win, try to get a bunch of championship points from it, and we're going to have a lot of fun. So here's a little bit about it. It's a new updated thing. We had one last year. I played a couple games on it on the YouTube channel, but now I'm gonna dive deeper into it and play a lot throughout the year. September 1st, we'll be making some fun, exciting changes to hopefully better this group. Please read through this. So here's the changes. If you don't know, basically, you enter a tournament, you play 6 rounds, and then they cut to a top 8, and then from the top 8, whatever, you play it out, and then you win. That way, it could be 8-man, 16, 32, 64. See, there's more that goes on. But prize support in Big 3 tournaments will be provided by Cody and Seth. All tournaments will be Swiss. Best 2 out of 3 with a cut to be determined by tournament size. So it might not be top 8, sometimes it might not be. As you see right here, it's like first, second, third, and fourth. I imagine they don't cut to a top 8 with 8 people. But 2 out of 3, which means if you win game 1, the loser gets decided they want to go first and second. Then you play game number 2. If the person who won wins, if the person who lost wins, you play a third game. And that first person who won gets to go first, or you get to choose they want to go first or second. So basically, the loser always gets to choose if they want to go first or second. Winners of big tournaments in January and June will be rewarded with a 1-round bye and automatic entry into the season-ending tournament. Top 14 tournaments will be comprised of January/June winners as well as the other top 12, whatever. And here's the bracket: September through December 2016. Just championship points, okay? January 2nd, big tournament, 1-round bye into top 14, 2 boxes of codes and prize support. And then February through May 2017, whatever size tournaments are built up, championship only for prize support. And then June 1st, 2017, big tournament, 1-round bye to top 14. July 10th, 2017, top 14 player tournament, 4 boxes of codes and prize support, and a grand winner playmat. So basically, you're getting code cards for winning, which is amazing if you need those for the online game. But you're getting a lot of practice from this because there are a lot of great people in this tournament. Now, see, here's the CP structure, which you see 25, 25, all this kind of good stuff. And if you go down, you actually the first tournament of the PTCGO tournament series has begun. And I think soon they're going to post the second round. Just make sure you go like the Facebook page if you want to join this. There's no intentional draws, which means you can't ID. You have to play out all your rounds. See, it explains how the winner lost things. 6 rounds and a top 8 was decided for this one. I guess what they do is you sign, I think, yeah, so it's live. So there's another post before this where it says sign up, and that determines how many people are going to have by people who entered the tournament. No intentional draw, so if even opponent or X and 1 go into the final round, you cannot ID and you have to play it out no matter what. Even if you have like 3 more losses, you can still get top 16, and this is great. And here's this little bracket. You can see everything that's going on in this tournament. And I'll say that please contact your opponent as soon as the next round starts, either by tagging them him or messaging them. I encourage you to message him as well as as well tagging them in the post if you want to do this. You have 36 hours to complete your game. If you haven't contacted them or they haven't contacted you, then make sure you contact Seth if you want to. And here's the deadlines for this round. It was pushed back a little bit because PTCGO was having problems and it was cut off for like a whole day, so that did push everything back. And so there we go, guys. So today we're gonna see round number 1 of the PTCGO tournament series. I guess PTCGO tournament series number 1, round number 1. Don't worry, after this we won't have the introductions, just for the very first one. But like I said, throughout the year we'll keep up to date to see how many championship points we can get in this PTCGO tournament. Hopefully we can win. Hopefully we may cut, and we'll see what's gonna happen. Now the thing is, you always play the whole deck. You always play the same deck throughout the whole challenge. Through a challenge, you submit your deck. Sometimes they're standard, sometimes they're expanded. It's just up to us to vote. It's a lot of us deciding what to do. But guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and we'll see the deck right now. Let's see what am I playing. Can win or not? That is the big question. Alright guys, so here goes round number 1. We're playing against Master Z or Zach Carmichael, who runs the top deck nation, or not the top deck nation, this top deck nation overall. And we'll see who wins the coin flip and who away from opponent that loaded to the game. Alright, so the call of the coin flip, we were playing the Rainbow Road deck that we did cover this last Monday. We won the coin flip, will be able to go first, yes, but if you want to see the deck list, link will be down below to that description to the Monday's video. Alright, so we got Xerneas, we got a DCE, and my opponent's playing a water in a colors deck, so it could be a Greninja. Yeah, it is a Greninja deck. Now, we do have Xerneas. I don't know how this matchup actually goes. We just got to make sure we don't put down our Shaymins. If we don't do that, then we'll be okay. He does play the Burst Balloons, which could be very bad for us. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. So one Pokemon comes down. 2 Pokemon down, and we'll get a new hand, and let's see what happens. Yes. Yes. Alright, so we will not put down the Shaybay, and there's a Talonflame with a Frogadier. Alright, so I'm going to Ultra Ball, discard a Sycamore, and an N. And with this, we'll get another Xerneas out into play, okay? So we'll put that guy down, Max Elixir. No energies. We'll put a DC on the active. Ultra Ball, discard a Sycamore and a Fairy. And with this, I will grab... Galvantula seems good. Like, maybe... Oh, not that I want to grab it. Double Threat can maybe knock out some Froakies if we're lucky next turn. So put down Joltik, and we will via Secret for Sycamore. Discard our hand, draw in 7 new cards, and see what can we find with the Sycamore. Alright, so we get another Joltik. We can put that down if we want to, but right now I think we're just going to end our turn. On to our opponent's turn. I'll put down the Joltik just in case he does take a knockout. Yeah, we'll end our turn that way. Alright, so in our opponent's turn, like I said, what we could do is we can Fairy Energy or Joltik and double knock out Froakies because we do have a weakness because we are Grass type of Galvantula. That could be really spicy, so why don't you go into the active? Okay. And I think that's going to be what we're going to do this game. There's a Burst Balloon going to the bench. Rough Seas coming down. An end, both players shuffle their hand deck, get 6 new cards. Burst Balloon's only when it's active, right? This card is attached to your active Pokemon as damage. Alright, so he's preventing us from Life Center, basically what he's doing there. So Balloon, Trainer's Mail, gonna get top cards of his deck. Gonna grab a Dive Ball. Now, I'm pretty sure Galvantula just needs whatever color energy. Dive Ball, get another Frogadier out. Most likely, we'll see another Frogadier. Show me the Froggy, not Frogadier, sorry. So Froggy coming down, okay. Gonna put that down, and we'll probably see an Aero Blitz for 40, search deck for 2 cards, and put that in his hand. So there we go, Aero Blitz for 40, okie dokie. And the question is, can we find a Galvantula and maybe a Flowstone / a Switch? That'd be great. We already have a DCE, which we can put for the Joltik. So... yeah, we'll see what happens. Can we knock out this Froakies or not? So let's see, what does Zach have here? Gonna put 2 cards in his hand, and on to our turn. What do we get? There's a Switch. Alright, so put DC down. Trainer's Mail, looking for an Ultra Ball. Okay, and there's an Ultra Ball. That's great. So grab the Ultra Ball. We will discard the Lysander and the Volcanion. And with this, we will grab the Galvantula. Yeah, they'll hit both these guys for knockout because it does hit for weakness with the double threat. Alright, so put down Galvantula. We will switch into Galvantula. Put down the Skyfield. And we will Sycamore. Discard our hand. Draw in 7 new cards. Looking for another Galvantula. Alright, and yeah, we'll just double thread and take a knockout both of those guys. So knocking out 2 Froakies with the weakness. There we go. Alright, so go down to 5 price cards. And then we'll go down to 4 price cards. There we go. So fair did you come in our hand. And onto our opponent's turn. Let's see what can happen. That guy managed to come in clutch right there. That's a pretty cool attack. Alright, and we'll take this Talonflame some turns to knock us out. Alright, so let's see, on to Zach's turn. What does he have? Can he do anything or not to counter this Galvantula is the big question. We do play another Galvantula. We can Ultra Ball, get another one out, which is great for us. There's an end. Both players shuffle their hands to deck and get 6. Oh, get 4. He gets 6. And if he doesn't put another Pokemon down, we could take a knockout with the Xerneas. Alright, there's Shaybay, Fairy Energy, whatever. Alrighty. And there's a Dive Ball. Get another Froakie out in the field. He has to get Froakies out, because if he doesn't, he can just lose the game instantly. So another Froakie coming to his hand, okay. I'm going to put that down on the field. And there's a Water Splash Energy. And Trainer's Mail, go look at the top cards of his deck. He could go for a Bubble to try to paralyze us to get out of it that way. There's a Burst Balloon. So he might Burst Balloon the Froakie, retreat the Talonflame, and go for a Bubble. So yeah, there's a Burst Balloon. And does he go for an air? Yeah, he's going to retreat and go for this bubble. Let's see, is it a heads or not is a big question right now. What will this bubble get him? Now, we do still play another switch in our deck. I don't know if it's in here or not. Oh, man, these switches could come in clutch. And here's the bubble and a head, so we are paralyzed. But we do play another switch. So into our turn, what do we get? There's a Sycamore. So I'm going to EXP share a Xerneas. But one without damage. We'll put a Fairy Energy. Super Rod. Yeah, we're gonna Super Rod, shuffle in the Shaman, Pink and the Fairy Energy, and we'll Sycamore. Yeah, we'll Shaman first. I don't know, like I said, if the other switches in our deck, but if it is, we'll be good to go. So there's Skyfield, Floatstone. All right, Floatstone, the Xerneas, and I think I'm just going to Sycamore, discard our hand, draw in 7 new cards. Let's see what can we find. And alright, so we'll play another Trainer's Mode, look at top cards of our deck, and we do not have it this turn, so the Paralyzation will save him from being knocked out this turn. We'll put him down to Xerneas, put an EXP share this one as well, and we will just end our turn onto our opponent's turn. That first one will get popped off, but onto our opponent's turn, he has 3 cards in his hand. Now, he can get a Frogadier out, but we can't smack it with a Xerneas for the knockout. There's an Ultra Ball. Go and discard 2 cards, and we'll see a Greninja, or Frogadier coming online. So discard the Trainer's Mode and an N, okay. There's a Frogadier, and we will see Water Duplicates get 3 of those guys out, but like I said, next turn we can take a knockout. Frogadier coming online. Alright, and there's a Water Duplicates, and let's see how many Froakies or Greninjas can he find, or Froakies, I guess, is a real question. So there's 1 Froakie, 2 Froakies, and so all the Frogadiers are here for party. Alright, so on our turn, what do we get? We get a Fairy Energy, okay. So, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to Fairy Energy a Xerneas, and I'm going to, let's see, 3, 6, 9, yeah, so we're going to just retreat. We're going to take a knockout this turn. Yeah, we'll discard the DC, whatever, we'll press done. And we will go for a Rainbow Forest. He only has 1 card in his hand, so that's why I don't want to play an N right now, because we don't know that 1 card is. He does get a Froakie and a Frogadier, and a Froakie back into his hand. Here comes Talonflame onto our opponent's turn, but what we can do next turn is Via Seeker for Lyson to bring another Frogadier up, and it'll be A-okay to go. Froakie hitting the field, okay. Why did you go to that Frogadier? A Sycamore, go and discard the hand, draw in 7 new cards. Alright, so now we're going to do a 3, 6, 9, 12. We can get a Bisharp, Lyson to bring up the Greninja, take a knockout, go down 2 prize cards, and all I have to do is knock out 2 Greninjas, and things are looking great for us right now. Another Greninja hitting the field, okay. And there's an Air Blitz, 440, gonna put 2 cards in his hand, okay. Now the thing about these EXP shares, they only get bumped when your opponent's knocked out, when I get knocked out by an attack. Alright, so that's a key thing to note. Greninja Break could smack us for 60. Take a knockout that way. My opponent gets 2 cards. Oh no, our turn. What do we get? We get a Max Elixir. So I'm going to Max Elixir, look at the top 7 cards, or 6 cards of our deck. There's a Fairy Energy. Put it on this guy. We will Level Ball or a Poniard. Put that guy down. And we will Via Seeker for a Lysander. Bring up that Greninja. Take a knockout this turn. So come to me, buddy. And we'll take a knockout with the Rainbow Force. This should be enough if I did the math right in my head. And there we go. 160 damage. Alright, so go down to 2 prize cards. We get a Trainer's Mail. Okie dokie. And we'll probably see Greninja come up. But, okay, there's Greninja. If he has a Greninja Break Energy, he can knock out the active. We'll probably send the Joltik. Give up 2 prize cards that way. There's a Greninja Break coming down, like I said. It can start using Water Shuriken or Giant Water Shuriken, hit people for 60. Another Greninja hitting the field as well. But I'm not too worried, which is weird to say. I know it's weird to say. We just gotta find a DCE and it'll be A-okay. I guess we should have max looked at this guy. That would have been a little bit better. So all we need now is a Fairy Energy, but whatever. We should be okay. I think we'll be okay regardless. So, let's see. What does he have? He has a single Water Energy. He can Giant Water Shuriken the active, which could be good. He could Giant Water Shuriken the Poniard. I think what he should do is Giant Water Shuriken the Poniard, take a knockout that way, and then knock us out with a with the Moonlight Slash. Alright, so here goes the Giant Water Shuriken. Gonna hit the active for 60, which I'm okay with. I'm okay with him doing it that way, because now he can't knock out Poniard this turn, unless he has a Lysander. Alright, so we're gonna send a Joltik, let the Joltik get knocked out. If he does decide to attack this turn, he could go for a, what is it? A Shadow Stitching for 40. There's a Via Seeker for a Lysander. Nope, going to grab the N. He's going to end this down to 2. Now, this is actually going to be okay. We have 2 Via Seekers, 1 Sycamore, and let's just see what do we get. Alright, there's a Xerneas and a Volcanion. Super Rod, going to shuffle 3 combinations back to his deck. Alright, so now we just need a top deck of the century. How many Trainers Mill have we played? 2 Trainers Mill, 2 are left, 2 DCs as well. So just shadow switching for the knockout, taking 40 onto our Joltik. Okay, so we're going to have 4 prize cards. I'm going to set up the Xerneas with the this guy, and we can still take a knockout this turn. We just need the top deck, and oh, there's a VS Seeker. So we'll put down Volcanion, we'll put down Xerneas, and we will VS Seeker for Sycamore, discard our hand, draw on 7 new cards, and see what can we find with the Sycamore. Do not let me down, and we got it. So we got the Pawniard, we got a DC on the active, and we will Rainbow Force for the knockout. We'll put out Pawniard as well, just so it's not in our deck, so if it ends us, it's not in there anymore. So Rainbow Force for the knockout, dude, 250 damage. And now we have 1 prize card left. Now what we can do next turn is send the Galvantula, use double threat to knock out this Froakie and win the game that way. And let's see, what does Zach have? I'm going to send this Greninja onto my opponent's turn, and can he do anything or not to stop this Xerneas deck this game or not? There's a Trainer's Mill. Go to the top cards of his deck. Now he can Moonlight Slash to the Giant Water Stream to knock us out. There's a Rough Seas. Alright, if he bumps the Rough Seas, we'll just discard like Pawniard, discard a Xerneas. So we'll discard 1, 2. Alright, so we still have, like, our field is still amazing right now. Like 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. Like, we're still taking a knockout. He needs a Giant Water Shuriken and Moonlight Slash to knock us out. And if he does that, we'll get an energy back into the Xerneas, and all we need is a single energy to take this game. So let's see what's going to happen. What will our opponent do, and does he have it or not? Now, regardless, we can send the Galvantula, double threat to knock it out. There's a Giant Water Shuriken going to hit the active for 60. Okay. Show me he needs an end right now. There's a Sycamore, so we win this game. Even if he gets the energy, we can put a fair energy on this guy, use double threat, hit this guy for 60 for the game. And there we go, guys. We'll take game number 1, but this is a best 2 out of 3, like I said before. So we'll see what happens. What does Zach have for us? Looks like he does not have anything. Let's see. There's a Splash going at Froakie. He might be going for a Bubble. It goes for a Bubble. We do have another switch in our deck, I think. I don't know if it's in there automatically or not. Let's see. So it tells... Okay, I was going to say, don't worry about it. Alright, so on our turn, we will use Rainbow Force for the knockout and win the game with our deck. So there we go. We'll go game up. Number 1 is the last switch prize. Oh, the last switch prize regardless. Alright, so we'll press done. This will be game number 2. I imagine he will want to go first. Let me check my messages. He's going to message me. Does he want to go first or not? I imagine he wants to go first with his Greninja deck. Alright, you want to go first? Alright, so I asked him, do you want to go first? I don't have my chat turned on for my TCG. Actually, I have it turned off, which is why sometimes if you play against somebody, you talk to me, my chat is turned off. Just a little FYI for y'all guys. Alright, let's see. Does he say? Okay, there. Oh, here it goes. Okay, sounds good. Uh-oh, can't type. Like as you see right now, I can't type. Like I literally have my chat turned off. This is why I can't respond to anything, because my chat is turned off. So alright, wait for him to send the request, and on the game number 2, we'll see what happens. That Galvantula play was pretty amazing. Like double knockout for Rookies. Like I don't think it gets any better than that. Alright, sounds good. Alright, so there we go. He's gonna go first, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully have another exciting game. Now, if he does go first, pass the Talonflame, but could potentially knock it out if we get like a Max Elixir DCE, set our bench up, we'll be good to go. Alright, sorry about that. But if he does, let's see if he does get set up. I wonder how this matchup would go. Let's see if I send him the let me send him the request. Okay, here we go. Alright, we're good to go. So we'll grab that Rainbow Road right here, press accept, and let's start the party. On to game number 2. Master Z, Zach Carmichael, from the Top Deck Nation. I don't know if it's the Top Deck Nation, but it's definitely Top Deck Nation. Alright, so the call on the coin flip tells you win the coin flip. We will say no, we do not like to go first because Zach ought to go first. Alright, so here we go, guys. Going to get a new hand. There's a Xerneas. My opponent has no basic Pokemon, so put down Xerneas. Press done. And show me the money. There's Diaball in. Whatever. Alright, gonna get a new hand of 7. And let's see. Okay, so another Mulligan. Oh, 2 Frogadiers. Okay. Gonna get another new hand of 7. Can he start with the Talonflame again is the big question. That's a pretty good start. Alright, so they get 2 Pokemon down. One of them has to be Talonflame, right? Yeah, I'll draw from Mulligan. Yeah, I'll draw from Mulligan. Alright, so press done. And a Froakie and a Froakie start. Alright, so double Froakie, so we cannot get the Donk, but maybe get that turn 1, like, DCE Max Elixir Wombo combo, so Trainer's Mail looks like they're not going to get anything, okay. Burst Balloon going to the active. And an in, so below players will shuffle their hands to deck, we'll get 6, and he gets 6 as well. Alright, let's see, what do we draw into? Alright, so there's a Trainer's Mail. We're looking for a DCE. If we get, Ultra Ball, sorry. We already have a DC in our hand, so why did you go to the active? And let's see, what can we get into this turn? That's the big question. Now, we could just, like, DCE, Fairy Energy, whatever, play it safe, but let's train as well. Look at the top cards of our deck, and oh, there's no... Okay, so we'll press done. I'm going to put DC on the active, and I'll press in, giving both of us 6 new cards. Alright, and let's see, what can we find? There's a Level Ball, a DCE. Oh, I don't want to put down DC just yet, so we're going to Level Ball. We're going to grab a Joltik. Yeah, we'll grab Joltik, put that guy down, and do we put down Shaman? Shaman's such a liability, but I think it'll be okay. Put down Shaman, Floatstone, Shaman set up for 4 new cards, and yes, we'll draw to have 6 cards in our hand. Now let's see, what can we find? Really? Alright, so we'll just end our turn, onto our opponent's turn. 3, 6, no, yeah, 3, 6, 7, so we can't take a knockout of Froakie next turn, which is great. But we need to find some friends. There's an Ultra Ball. Gonna discard 2 cards from his hand. I'm gonna grab the Frogadier, most likely. Alright, so discard the Talonflame and a Train as well. Yeah, Talonflame is pretty much useless right now. Alrighty, show me the Frogadier, and there we go. Let's see how many Frogadiers are prized, my question. So Frogadier coming to the active. We'll probably see, Burst Balloon going to the active. So, that's a great card to have. And Water Duplets, and let's see, what will he find with these? There's 1, there's 2. And, he prized 1. Alright, so on our turn, we get a VS Seeker. So put a Fairy Energy, VS Seeker, or an in. We'll both get 6 new cards. And I'm looking for a Xerneas with a, what am I looking for? A Xerneas, okay, alright, that's not a Xerneas. I'm looking for a Xerneas and a, EXP share. So a Trainer Spell. We'll grab, I guess, nothing. And we will Rainbow Force for the knockout, okay. There we go, 70 damage. We'll go down to 5 prize cards. Burst Balloon will hit us for 60. And he can do a Water Duplets, attack for the knockout. So to our opponent's turn, not Water Duplets, Shadow Stitching, not Shadow Stitching. What is the second card? Okay, Moonlight Slash, there we go. So double Greninja coming on the field, okay. Now we do have a Xerneas, so we consider Joltik. He does have Free Treat, which is really nice. VS Seeker for it in. Oh no, don't play it in. Don't get rid of my Xerneas, please. Oh, he was such a young one. I don't want to shuffle him in. But regardless, he is down a Frogadier, which is great for us. The question is, does he play Red Candy or not? We did not see the first game, and we will see, do we see it this game or not, is the big question. Now, our turn, we need to get, okay, so Fishman going to his hand. That is really great for us. He will Moonlight Slash for the knockout, but whatever. We get Xerneas, Max Elixir. Maybe get a crazy turn and take a knockout. Go 5 to 5, go 4 to 5 on prize cards. There's a Dive Ball. And getting another Froakie. Okay, another Froakie. So the Froakies could be a liability for my opponent. What we can do is we can double knock out these Froakies to go down to 3 prize cards. Do we go for that play or not? So there we see a knockout. Okay. 80 damage. So go down to 5 prize cards. Do we go for the Galvantula play or not? So go Joltik onto our turn. Oh, baby. So there's an Ultra Ball. Alright, someone Ultra Ball discard in Skyfield. Oh, man, I'm going to go for the Galvantula play. Alright, so we'll grab a Galvantula. We will put that on the active. Use Trainer's Mill. Look at top 4 cards of our deck, or top 6. We'll grab a Fairy Energy, put that on the Xerneas, and we will VS Seeker for it in. I wish there was a Sycamore in here, but we'll grab it in, give us 5 new cards. We find energy, we can take a double knockout on this Froakie. So show me the money, and there is a Fairy Energy. There we go. And we also have an EXP share as well, which is great, because he has to like either double Giant Water Shuriken, which is possible, to knock us out, and then Moonlight Slash. But we got a Fairy Energy, that's great. I think I'm going to save the EXP share, so I'm going to double thread. Knock out double Froakie, so 1 and 2. Alright. So there we go, doing 60 damage and going down to 3 prize cards. Oh my goodness, Galvantula becoming MVP right now. So going down to 4, there's a Fairy Energy. Going down to 3, there is a Fairy Energy, okay. And ultimate opponent's turn, okay. Now, he can't punish us. I don't know if we can take a knockout on 170 HP Pokemon. We might be able to, but I don't think we'll be able to next turn. So Training Spell not going to get anything, okay. There's a Rough Seas coming down. Alright. There's a Water Jet going down to this Greninja. Okie dokie. And there's a Sycamore. Going to discard his hand. Draws 7 new cards. Discards an end. And let's see, can he find a Greninja break or not? If he does not, he will not take a knockout this turn. He'll be 10 damage short. And yeah, there's a Greninja break. So what he can do is Greninja break and I guess Shadow Stitching for a knockout. So there's a Burst Balloon going to the active. Okay. There's a Burst Balloon going to this guy. Okay. And does he have anything else or not? Did he whiff? And there's a Giant Water String. He'll Giant Water String at the active and then use the Shadow Stitching. Alright. So he'll take a knockout going down to 4. I guess we should have EXP shared. I was too scared of the double Greninja, but whatever. We still haven't played a Super Rod yet, which will be very great, especially when we Sycamore discard all the stuff away. So we're going to have 4 prize cards. Let's send the Xerneas, and onto our turn. What do we get? We get a Joltik. So we'll put down Joltik, Trainer's Mail, looking for an Ultra Ball. Okay, so we won't grab anything. We'll EXP share, I don't even know who to EXP share. It's like a bad situation to EXP share regardless. Because we we'll just EXP share the Joltik, sure. And we'll Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 7 new cards, looking for a DCE, and oh, we don't hit it. Alright, so that is very bad for us. Alright, so Floatstone, Skyfield, we will Ultra Ball, discard, switch, and the Fairy Energy, and with this, we're going to grab another Shaman, put another liability on our bench, which is not great, but we need to right now. So we're going to Shaman, set up for 4 new cards, okay. Oh, wait, here, oh my goodness, he Moonlight Slashes, I forgot about that. Oh no, mistakes are made. That was just me being silly right there. Alright, so in our turn, I forgot he used Shadow Stitching. I apologize, that was my fault. I forgot he's Shadow Stitching. I guess when we don't play in real life and I don't hear attacks, I'm like, I didn't hear you say Shadow Stitching. So Skyfield coming down, bumping our Rough Seas coming out, bumping our Rough Seas, okay. Alright, so now we gotta think about this. How do we deal with this? Alright, so Giant Water String for the active for 60, okay. He can use Moonlight Slash for 80 to knock us out, okay. But we do get the Water Jeep back on the Joltik. There's a VS Secret for a Sycamore. Going to discard the hand, drawing 7 new cards. So it'll be 33 own prize cards. Alright, so discards a Greninja and a Talonflame. And he needs that Super Rod. So another Greninja break coming on the field, okay. Alright, so things are going to start getting scary. This Super Rod going to shuffle 3 combination of cards back to his deck, and I think we are going to lose this game. Alright, so Froakie, Frogadier, and Greninja go into his deck, okay. Die Ball for a Froakie. Alrighty, we could knock out the Froakie. Go down to 2. Let's see, what does Zach decide to get here? That's the question. I think regardless, I'm going to VS Secret for Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 7 new cards. A Greninja break comes up. A Giant Water String to probably knock out the active. Alright. Oh, gonna do 60 right for Joltik. Oh no, what a jerk. Alright, so go down to 3 prize cards. Okay. And there's a Splash Energy, and we pretty much lost this game. Alright, we had to get super lucky this turn. I don't even know if we can win this turn, but win this game. I'm pretty much sure we lost it. So go down to 2 prize cards, and I don't think there's anything we could do. We'll send a Volcanion, and we had to get like super lucky on this. So on our turn, we get a Trainer's Mail, we'll play that. Let's look at top cards of our deck. There's a Super Rod, so that's kind of the puzzle we need. So grab Super Rod. How many Max Lux have we played? 1 Max Lux. Alright, we're going to Super Rod. We're going to shuffle in 1 of those, 1, and 1 Joltik. Alright. We're going to VS Secret for Sycamore. Get a new hand of 7. Okay. And alright, so we get down Xerneas, Pawniard, Max Elixir, Fairy Energy to this guy, and retreat to the Pawniard and pass. Alright, so let's see if we get an attacker next turn. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. We can still take a knockout next turn. If we end him to 1, we we could maybe have a chance. Like, it's still a very, 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 very slim chance. So Frogadier going to his hand, okay. So we'll see a Frogadier coming down. Okie dokie. Ultra Ball going to discard 2 cards from his hand. Discards an N and Talonflame, alright. Gonna go with Talonflame, and he probably has Sycamore in his hand, discard his hand, drawing 7 new cards. So Sycamore, go ahead and discard the hand, drawing 7 new cards, alrighty. And let's see, what does our opponent have here? Alright, so Giant Watershed, gonna hit the active for 60. We're gonna hit a Shaman for 60, so actually gonna try to, oh, if he has the energy, he wins right now. Retreat and Giant Water Shuriken, there we go, alright, so there we go, that's game number 2. Alright, so we'll go to game number 3. I guess this game we'd only put down Shamans. We also had I don't know if that was a rough start or not. We just gotta hope we're gonna go first regardless, which is probably going to win us the game, maybe. So get Rainbow Road, press that. Here's game number 3. Alright, so see what happens, guys. Looking for opponent. And can we have a better start or not? That's the big question. We kind of slow down there. But some things to note is I don't think he plays Rare Candy. He doesn't play Wale. I don't think he plays Echo Arm either. I didn't see either game. He does play Splash Energies. He does play Fisherman. He plays the Talonflame version, of course. And here we go. Own a game number 3. Let's see what happens. What's game playing against Zach from the Top Deck Nation. Alright, so let's see what's going to happen. Call the Queen Flip. And regardless, Gal Pinchel has been MVP this game. So we won the coin flip. Yes, I'll let you go first. And on our turn, let's see what's going to happen. Alright, so we get, oh my goodness, we don't have a good start right now as it seems. Alright, so we'll press done. Looks like they might have more Pokemon. Looks like they, okay, maybe not. There's a Froakie. So we're going to float on the active. Ultra Ball, discard Lysander and Fairy Energy. And with this, we'll grab a Shaybe. Now, Shaybe was a liability last game, but maybe he'll be okay this time around. Put down Skyfield, and we will Shaman set up for 4 new cards. We need to find a supporter card right now. A Joltik would be great as well. So, that guy, Joltik, DC the Xerneas, and we will pass on to our turn. Yeah, we'll just end our turn onto our opponent's turn. We need a top deck on Century. Well, regardless, we can send up Xerneas, take a knockout with the Xerneas, which is great. There's a Trainer's Mode. Go look at top cards of his deck. There's an in. Alright, will he play the in or not is the big question. He knows we really didn't do anything. Well, let's see, what does he do? There's a Water Juice, the active. He could go for Bubble, but if he goes for Bubble, we have Pawniard, and no, he plays it in. Alright, so both of us are going to get 6 new cards, and does he find another Pokemon or not? Alright, there's a Xerneas, Max Elixir, Trainer's Mail. Does he find another one or not is the big question here. There's an Ultra Ball, so he's going to discard 2 cards from his hand, and going to get out an attacker, most likely. And he's probably going to go for Bubble, but as long as we get down a, oh, discards double Greninja Break. Oh, baby, that's not good for him. So Froakie coming down, okay. Too bad he didn't start Talonflame. We could double snipe the Froggies. Rough Seas coming down, gonna bump our Skyfield. Burst Balloon onto the active. And we'll see a Bubble and a Tails. Alright, so on our turn, we got the Fairy Energy. We can take a knockout this turn, so we'll put a Fairy Energy on this guy. Oh, man. We'll put down Xerneas. Max Elixir. Get a Fairy Energy on this guy. And what I'm going to do is just retreat and go for Xerneas. He only has 1 card in his hand. So I'm just going to go for Rainbow Force for the knockouts. Hey, yeah, we'll go for the Rainbow Force for the knockout. Okay, so 130 damage. He has 1 card in his hand. Alright, so let's see what's going to happen. Go down to 5. There is a N, okay. And let's see, what does Zach have onto our opponent's turn? Does he find a energy? Does he have a supporter card? Does he have anything or not? 2 cards are in his hand. And we could have played it in, but we're going to keep it right now. And does he have anything or not? And there's the victory screen. Looks like Zach did not have anything. And it will take this game 2-3. My opponent can see the game. He did not have anything. And that's very unfortunate. But there you go, guys. Rainbow Road taking the win against the Frogadier deck. Or Greninja Break deck. But guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. We'll see more videos with Rainbow Road. Oh man, he said no draw card. Yeah, we saw that. We had the end. We could have played that. And that's why you sometimes just hold him to the end. Like he had 1 card in his hand. We could have played it, but we decided not to. But guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Go check out Zach's channel from the Top Deck Nation. And we'll see more games from the Pokemon. What is this? I forget what the tournament series is called. It's called Give me 1 second. I forget what this tournament series. I know I said in the beginning of the video. PTCGO tournament series. Link will be down below to that as well if you do want to play it in the tournament as well. Make sure you check it out. But guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Give Galvangia some love. Alrighty, bye. Alright guys, I just want to give a quick shout out to our 3 sponsors, 60 Cards, Yeti Gaming, and the Pokemon Company International. Links to everything will be down below in the description. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Alrighty.